Learning the love languages of you and your partner can be a great way to create meaningful connections. But what exactly is a love language to start with? Love languages are simply the way we individually express and equally receive love. Just like we individually express ourselves generally with our different languages and manner of speech. We all express and receive love differently, and those differences could be the reason why feelings and good intentions sometimes get lost in translation. For illustration, you spend weeks trying to find your partner the most amazing birthday gift ever, but come their birthday, they respond with, "I would have been happier just snuggling up on the bed, watching my favorite Netflix series with you, together with a bowl of popcorn in hand." It's not necessarily that they're ungrateful. They just have a different love language. Recognizing how you and a partner like to receive and express love could lead to more thoughtful connections and a healthy relationship. And that's why we are here, to help you avoid such frustrating scenarios by exploring the 5 love languages with you. Let's delve right into it. The concept of love languages was developed by a renowned marriage counselor and relationship expert, Gary Chapman, PhD, in his best-selling book, The 5 Love Languages: The Secret to Love That Lasts, where he explains these 5 unique styles of communicating love, all of which he distilled from his experience in marriage and relationship counseling. These 5 famed love languages are as follows. 5. Words of Affirmation. The first and foremost love language is words of affirmation, and it's all about expressing affection and appreciation through words, be it spoken, written, in texts, or all the above. This may be one of your love languages if you thrive on the following: being told that you're appreciated, hearing "I love you" often, receiving words of encouragement. The key to using words of affirmation is to be your authentic self and express them often. If you have trouble expressing yourself out loud, write a note or send a text instead. What matters most is that you acknowledge your feelings to your partner. For a partner, it could mean telling them you love them more often or checking in throughout the day to tell them you're thinking of them. For a friend, words of affirmation could mean a text to say, "You'll be great," before a job interview, or complimenting them on their outfit. Written and spoken shows of affection matter the most to these people. Couples psychotherapist Fariha Mahmoud Syed once said, "These expressions make them feel understood and appreciated." 4. Quality time. Quality time is the second most acknowledged love language, and it's precisely what you think: appreciating spending quality time with your partner together. A person whose love language is quality time may feel most loved and appreciated when people they care about make time to spend quality, memorable moments with time together. Quality time may be one of your love languages if you feel disconnected when you don't spend enough time with a partner. Not spending enough time with your partner affects your libido. You try your very best to make time to spend with your loved ones, no matter your busy schedules. People whose love language is quality time feel the most adored when their partner actively wants to spend time with them. They particularly love when active listening, eye contact, and full presence are prioritized hallmarks in the relationship. This love language is all about giving your undivided attention to that one special person without the distraction of television, phone screens, or any other outside interference. No matter what you're doing, quality time requires being completely present and free of distractions. 3. Physical touch. Physical touch is the third most expressed love language. But please let's make it quite clear that we are talking about appropriate and consensual physical touch, which looks different depending on the situation and the type of relationship you have with the person. Physical touch might be your love language if you feel lonely or disconnected when you don't get physical affection from your partner. You feel especially loved when a partner randomly kisses you or holds your hands. You consider yourself a touchy-feely person. Expressing affection through physical touch can happen through small physical gestures like a hug or snuggling. If appropriate, it can also involve more intimate contact like kissing and, yes, physical intimacy. People who communicate their appreciation through this language, when they consent to it, feel appreciated when they are hugged, kissed, or cuddled. They value the feeling of warmth and comfort that comes with physical touch, says Mahmoud Syed. 2. Acts of service. Acts of service are the fourth most acknowledged love language, and this one will resonate if you believe with your heart that actions always speak louder than words. By actions, this means doing selfless, thoughtful things for the other person. Remember that these don't need to be romantic. Friends and family relationships can benefit from these acts too. These are some signs that acts of service may be your love language. You're always over the moon when a partner helps you with a chore without having to be asked. You're the person who shows up for a friend having a bad day. You're always ready to jump in and do things for the people you care about. Acts of service aren't about grand gestures, but rather thoughtful gestures, like pouring them a coffee in the morning or running an errand for your busy friend or loved one. 1. Receiving gifts. Receiving gifts is the final love language. For someone whose love language is gifts, it goes way beyond just wanting stuff. For this person, it's all about the meaning behind the gift and the thought that went into it. No diamonds or luxury cars are required. Signs that receiving gifts is your love language. When it comes to gift giving, you put in the time to choose the most thoughtful gift. You treasure everything a partner gives you, no matter how small. You're hurt when someone you love doesn't commemorate your birthday, graduation ceremonies, anniversaries, or other special days with a gift, no matter how small the gift is. Showing love through gifts isn't about extravagance. A small memento will be just as appreciated because, big or small, a gift is a tangible reminder that they were thought of and are loved. Gifts is a pretty straightforward love language. You feel loved when people give you visual symbols of love, as Chapman calls it. It's not about the monetary value, but the symbolic thought behind the item. People whose love language is receiving gifts enjoy being gifted something that is both physical and meaningful. The key is to give meaningful things that matter to them and reflect their values, not necessarily yours. For your information, love languages don't only apply to romantic relationships. They can be helpful in your platonic relationships too. Everyone has a different way of communicating their love. While you shouldn't take it as gospel, the love languages could be a helpful starting point on your way to understanding each other better. We all may relate to most of these languages, but each of us has one that speaks to us the most. Marriage and family therapist Sunny Motamedi once remarked, "Discovering you and your partner's primary love language and speaking that language regularly creates a better understanding of each other's needs and supports each other's growth." She concluded, "Love languages are a deceptively simple concept, and understanding them can be transformative if you put in the practical work. It invites curiosity, not mind reading, into the relationship. For example, you might love words of affirmation, but your partner places a premium on quality time and touch. As a bid for connection, you might text her sweet nothings all day and think you're great at expressing love. Meanwhile, she might be wondering why you're never interested in spending time cuddling on the couch together at night, and maybe feeling unloved because of that. See how it's easy for disconnection and resentment to enter the picture. By determining our primary and secondary love language preferences, it can be easier to give each other what we innately crave for. Love languages are a useful tool to improve how we communicate and express ourselves to each other, but they shouldn't be the be-all and end-all solution for happiness. Instead, it should function as a starting point that sets couples on a journey to meet each other more profoundly and self-regulate better. But the work shouldn't stop there. If you enjoyed this informative video, then don't hesitate to like, share, and ultimately subscribe to our amazing channel for more informative videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.